What's up, everyone? It is the week after KatsuCon. We're going to get to that in the live video on Facebook. So if you're watching here, we're going to have some other stuff going on. Go over to the Pop Culture Uncovered site on Facebook, see what we got to say about Katsu and the whole manga thing. So we're going to get to that. Anyway, so why are we here today? First of all, welcome to Anime Crackers. We never have the crackers, but we got snacks.
Is that for me?
Oh, I'm going to let you have some.
Yay!
You haven't had these though, right?
No.
You've never had these?
Never.
These I got from some good friends, Richard and Carrie and Lindsay and Tony and all those folks up in Canada. And my friend Michael, you know, he sent me like a bunch of these before. I went to a show a couple of months ago in Saskatoon. And while I was in the airport, I picked one of these up and said, oh, this looks fairly interesting. And I mean, I'm not a coffee person. That's the thing. Excuse me, y'all. I'm not a coffee person. But I bit into one of these because, like for instance, I'll eat coffee flavored ice cream.
Yeah, same.
And it was good. So I'll let you have a piece now. We're going to have to split because these things are like crack.
Yay!
So try that out. It's like a coffee flavored Kit Kat to me.
Oh my god. Pretty Canadian friends.
I told you.
Happiness.
So, as soon as I get this down. FullMetal Alchemist live action debuted as a movie this week.
Oh, at least on Netflix it did. It was already out.
Right. So we're going to take it from two perspectives. She's the one that's seen the anime. You read the manga too, right? So you've seen all the other versions that came before this, and now you got the live action. I never got a chance to see the anime at the minimum. So I'm like walking fresh in the door like, what is this? So what is your perspective on it?
Ooh, funny story about this. I was literally talking to my friend before you came in. We were discussing all of that stuff. And I was asking her basically, okay, did I miss anything? Is this correct? Because she hasn't seen the movie yet, but she's also seen the whole anime and the manga. So my take on it is, the movie is literally what you would do when you have a manga that's finished and you have two anime series that's finished. There's nowhere else to go in a way because everything's already
done,
more or less. So they had to make something. And I believe you said it earlier that it seems like they tried to crunch in like a whole anime and a whole manga into like 2 hours, which is more or less what they tried to do in this movie. They literally took two different anime series and a manga and try to mosh it. Because for those who don't know, like you, and FullMetal, the first one, and then FullMetal Brotherhood are almost like night and day. Like they have elements that are similar, but they're very distinctive. And this movie kind of drew from both those two series and the manga, which made it great. But at the same time, there were so many things that just didn't make sense. Like, you know, no spoilers intended, but for those who know about the Philosopher's Stone and how the Philosopher's Stone is made, they cut out a few people. Like, a few people. Like,
it felt like it did.
Because the Philosopher's Stone and Brotherhood needed a village, a town, a city, a country. It needed thousands of bodies. But in the movie, they kind of tweaked it a bit. So it was kind of, to me, I was like, because if it was that easy to do, then Ed and Al would have had it like 24 episodes in.
Yeah, it felt like that. And I think for me, like I said, the series felt like, well, the movie, excuse me, felt like they were taking like the highlights of like, okay, what can we do to make it fit? And it's not that it didn't work. It worked okay, but when you've watched enough stuff out there, you kind of feel like, okay, there are certain things that they're just trying to peg in there to make it coherent. And like I said, for the most part, it worked. But like I said, there was still like a lot of things I felt like, okay, well, this isn't right. This is flying over my head. Like, for instance, when they introduced the villains, because the villains of the piece were 3 of the 7 deadly sins.
The homunculi.
Right. And I'm still sitting there like, okay, will we get to see the rest of them? Because I felt like, okay, if you got 3 of them, it seemed like there should be some more out there.
There are.
And you don't hear about, they just kind of like pop up. It just feel like they kind of pop up. And you're like sitting there like, okay, well, we get to see the other 4 or anything like that. The one thing that I was kind of glad that they explained was how they got their bodies messed up, because that was one of the things that I am familiar with is, one lost an arm and a leg, the other one just completely lost his whole body. Al lost his whole body. And I was like, okay, about half an hour in, y'all better get to explaining what's going on and how they lost it.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that you see at the beginning is the fact that their mom also just drops dead.
Yes.
And things happen. And then the show just kind of gets rolling. Now, I would say like this, on the plus side, the costumes were amazing.
Oh my god! Aside from the wigs, because I'm nitpicky like that. Oh my god! Ed's robe was amazing. For those who, Ed's suit, his body. Oh my god! It's so, they did it right. Like all of their costumes, all the outfits, they did them so perfectly. Because I'm like, you can't mess that up. Like. Nah. Those are easy to replicate because obviously we're cosplayers. We've seen cosplayers work. I've even seen some people, I've even seen 2 people. One I met in person. She did the armor mail, perfectly. And it's like...
Yeah. So that was done pretty well. I don't know where this was filmed, because it felt like it was filmed at a European town somewhere, but they captured that pretty nicely as well. Because it was nice, bright, and colorful. If you didn't know what you were looking for, you could have almost swore you was watching probably like an Asian version of a Harry Potter movie or something like that. In its own strange little way, because even at the start, and the CGI wasn't bad. And this is not to nitpick on Asian movies, but a lot of live action movies get problematic when they try to do CGI, because the CGI is just so off
or overdone. But this was smooth.
Right, they had just a good amount of with the magic and the wizardry. At one point, somebody catches on fire and it looks realistic. It doesn't look overdone and drawn out. Yeah. So.
Yes.
Yeah. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, what would you give it?
I give it. It's like a 3.8.
Wow.
It's like I'm fluxing between a 3.8 and like a 4.2.
Yeah, you're much higher on the scale than I am, because I'm just hitting a 3. I'm literally just hitting.
It's like, because of me, it's the costumes. Because it was literally the costumes, like you said, the CGI that did it. The storytelling was okay, but I'm glad they at least kept the part of how the brothers got to be where they are. Because if they missed that part, or missed that mark, it would have been like...
They didn't stick the landing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I give it a 3, because like I said, there were parts of the story that was kind of like, eh. Oh, the one thing I do want to say is it did get kind of cliche-ish, because once you find out that the military was involved, things were going to go south fast. Because, once the colonel and the captain and the general, and I was sitting there looking like, okay, which one of you guys is going to sell these kids out? Then you kind of knew. But, I mean, if you're kind of new walking in, I might say try watching some of the series first before you jump on this. Or if you're gonna go in it blind, just go in it blind knowing that you're gonna feel like there's a lot left out of the story that you're missing. So on that note, folks, we're out. Like I said, hit us on the Pop Culture Uncovered Facebook page.
Yep.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at PC Uncovered. And of course, hit the website at www.popcultureuncovered.com.
Please do, because he took so much time updating and it looks so good.
Thank you. And for those of you in the area, in the DMV area, this Wednesday coming, we will be down in Phantom Comics. We're going to discuss the Black Panther movie. We're going all in. So. And keep up with our Facebook page for a special announcement about our anime day coming in April. And My Hero Academia might be involved. So other than that, we're out.
Peace out, guys.